Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's do this problem right here. The question is asking determine if the following series converge or diverges. And if you look at this one, we have P series, right? So whenever we have P series, the rule is, so in a P series, the rule is if the P value is greater than 1. So first of all, we have to know what is P. So if we have sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 over n power p. So the power is going to be the p. So in the denominator, whatever the power here we have, that's going to be the p. So if the p value is greater than 1, that's going to be converges, right? Converges. And if the p value is less than or equal to 1, that's going to be diverges. So that's the rule. That's the generic rule. So let's look at this series and figure out whether it converges or diverges. The first one, if you look at this one, that the power is greater than 1, right? So we can directly go ahead and say this converges. Converges. And for the second one, if you see the power that is less than or equal to 1, so that definitely diverges. And if you look at the third one, we don't have this P series pattern, but we can write, we can bring this in summation notation, right? So first write the summation notation for this one. So let's see, let's say n is equal to, n is starting from 1 to infinity, going from 1 to infinity, and we have to see the pattern. And if you see that this denominator value is increasing 1 by 1, so let's put n for that value, and cube root remains the same, and inside the cube root also, if you see that value is increasing by 1, so we can just say cube root of n. Does it work for the 1? Let's plug this 1 and see whether it works for 1. So if it's 1 over 1, cube root of 1, that's going to be 1, right? So the denominator 1 over 1, that's going to be 1. And if you plug 2, we get 1 over 2, cube root of 2. So as it increases, this pattern matches, right? So this is a right pattern. And if we want to simplify this pattern, we can write this one as n times n power 1 over 3, right? Cube root means 1 over 3. And then if you add them together, let's see what we get. So n power 1, we can write this one as n power 3 by 3. And that's going to give us n power 4 by 3, right? So we can write this same summation notation in this way. N is equal to 1 to infinity 1 over n power 4 by 3. Is 4 by 3 greater than 1 or less than 1? If you look at the numerator, that's higher than the denominator, so it's definitely greater than 1. So if it's greater than 1, it definitely converges. So we can go ahead and say this one converges. And that's how we do this kind of problems. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.